From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
Here's Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
The Patriot ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that
will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Huntley. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots 3. Michael Dixon set
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Joe Williams on the tackle. A loss of 1. It's now third and...
Huntley to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback takes
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
brought down back at the 32.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And they will run it with Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Bills 17. Patriots 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Dig. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Stay with your man. All day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick pass out to Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
The Patriot 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That's out to his running back, Michel. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taken right around the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up
to throw, Huntley. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bills 34. Patriots.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Allen looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
New England.
Allen now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, Michel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
319.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete to
N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen operating from the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Huntley, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another Bills.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On first down, Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
And goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen, buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills head on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, They've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth. Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6. No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league. Indeed I did, my good man. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready? Yeah. Cosmetics. Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over. By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least. No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game. And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch twins. Watch twins. No. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 79 Bronco. Check smash. Mike 54.
On 4th down, Huntley. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And going
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Michel going to try again, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the gun, Allen. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a